Young, your authorized dealer, man. Get him in here. You don't want to miss this.
And the ancestors are looking out for us. God Hayes is exposing them, man.
Okay, you see that chair right there? See how big it is?
Yeah.
Now look at the Pope chair under it. Scroll down, look at the Pope chair under
Never have it been made so clear.
Young TV. Young.
We running the game right now.
Young TV.
Time to take over.
Young
We the hottest in the game. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you just not tuned in.
TV.
Share, like on your Instagram, Facebook.
Young TV.
If you tuned in, we broadcasting live from 2030, baby.
Young TV. Young
Taking over the game, baby. Oh yeah.
Young TV.
Hit that like.
Young TV.
Get them likes up in the air, you heard me?
Young TV.
Ride by. Hotel Islam.
Young TV.
Assalamu alaikum. Shalom alaikum.
Young
Peace
TV.
Hit that like.
Hey, man. Free the master teacher, Dr. Malachi York, man. Look here, man. People was asking, because you know how we do. You know, last week was Big Mama's week, the Matriarch week, right? So we put the Matriarch stuff out last week. And, you know, people are going to be on that probably this week. And then, so we on extraterrestrial stuff this week, right? Because everybody was saying, man, Young, when you going to get back on the extraterrestrial talk? And the Anunnakis. And the Black Extraterrestrials. The Black Extraterrestrials. Nobody's talking about Black Extraterrestrials. Now, that word black is tricky because people are asking, where are the Black Extraterrestrials? There's really technically no Black Extraterrestrials. No extraterrestrials call themselves black. They the Nadjarus or Rizqians or Andromedans or they all got nationality. Now, some of you niggas don't like the word nationality. They all got birthrights. Then, nigga. Right? So all extraterrestrials come here. They don't never call themselves no Black extraterrestrial. But it seems like the people in America, the Nubian man in America is the only people that's doing this. The only people they got robbed. And still calling themselves black. Who are you? Where are the Black Extraterrestrials? Where are the Rizqians? Do you know about Project Blue Rock? And not only the melting pot is not only it goes back for a father, because different extraterrestrial species came here to mix their DNA. There's 23 different extraterrestrials, strands of DNA in your DNA. Right? Starting with the reptilians, the Nomos. The mitochondria is coming from the Nomos. The women are the fish gods. So I know this might go over your head, might sound crazy. The women are the fish gods, the Nomos. Those who claim to know the most, because women know the most. Now, don't they? I'm telling you. Women know the most. And that's why they connected with the fish. But this is the thing, you come from a woman, so that makes you Nomos too. And we could get into that. But where are the black extraterrestrials? Nobody call themselves black. Name me one extraterrestrial race that call themselves black extraterrestrials. Some niggas say, oh yeah, well, what is he talking about? There's no such thing. Earth, we are the only people in the whole universe, and Earth is the only planet with life on it in the whole universe. Man, we got people that still exist that like that think that. We got people that still exist that think that Earth is the only planet out of 96 billion light years. Earth, which is only 24,000 in some circumference, right? It's the only life form that exists in the whole 96 billion light years, just in this one universe. Then when you cross over in between, you go by like it's about in between 3 to 9 billion light years. It depends on the gap. All depends on if you got restrictions. So they got a area where you can fly into this area. You'll come out on the other side, just like it throws you. It's like it sets you back on the 0 point. But when you go to another universe, that universe can be bigger than this one. And it's multi-universes. It's universes within universes. You got a parallel universe, then you got reverse universes. Meaning that when you come into, they put a movie out about when this dude was born, or he was born as an old man, and then he got younger and younger, and then he died as a baby. Well, they got worlds like that. The Anunnaki's been running a lot of experiments in the galaxy. Like on one planet, they ran an experiment. They did it here too, to see can they speed up the life into the people only live 21 days. They age a year every day, and then they die when they're 21. They ran an experiment on the planet like this, and they put satellites up to monitor these people and to see what they ever get out of. Figure they own genetics out and get out of the cycle that they put them in. Yeah, so it's multi-universes. And so you got people out here that thinks that Earth is the only place where life is. Can't nobody go out of space. Ain't no such thing as outer space. When we look up, all we see is a hologramic reality, and we in some kind of, and they partially right. They partially right, because let me get, because we take in perspectives. So let me give you that perspective, the hologramic reality perspective. Now, if you go look up a thing called a photon belt, we put a tape out about this called "Is It Real?" REAL, or is it real? REEL, like film real, right? What's going on, y'all? Right about, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hey, y'all, if you're new to the channel, if you want to help us out for Christmas, we got 8 books. 8 books still going for the $40 donation to the Cash App or PayPal. We just posted it in the links. And all you got to do is leave your emails in the link, and I'll send you the $40 over to the Cash App. Now, if you just want to send us $5, $10, whatever, so we can get stuff for the kids, go right ahead, and it'll be put towards the kids. So, yeah. So if you want to just send us something and get something in return, we do got the 8 books for the $40 donation, and we'll leave it in the Cash App. I mean, we'll leave the links. Leave your links in the Cash App, and we'll send the 8 books over in PDF form. So we just want to make that announcement for the people that are just coming in. But what I'm saying is, they said the hologramic reality thing. All right, so if you go look up a thing called the photon belt. The photon belt is this belt that surrounds a particular star in this the Pleiades star system. And it looks like, if you look at an old camera projector, you can see how a film rolls around, right? A film rolls around on this reel, and then it shoots a light through each light, focuses on that reel, right? As it rolls, it shows the different parts of the film, right? Which is like 24 frames per second or whatever, right? It rolls that film like that, right? Now, so this photon belt, if you study the ideology of it, you'll see that it looks like a film reel, and it looks like this solar system, this whole solar system on this side is being projected here. Now, the only reason I say, okay, so the only thing that sends a flag on that is that once I start studying the suns, once I start studying suns and different types of suns and the lifespan of suns, I saw that when a sun is a new sun, it burns a certain color. Like most of the new baby suns are blue. So Pleiades really is a new system, meaning it's not too long created. Even the stars in Orion's belt, even Sirius A, it's a new star. It's one you can't see there. It's actually two stars you can't see there because it's a tri-solar system. Sirius B, Sirius C, Sirius B burnt out, turned into a planet. Sirius C burnt out as well. But the Anunnakis created Sirius A, which is really the new star to replace the other stars that burnt out due to Nubaru passing by and draining the energy out of it. But when a star is born, it's the first fastest color, the primary color, which it turns a high violet, ultraviolet, and then it cools off. It goes to blue, and then it goes through the process of the phases of the color. But it goes from pretty much from blue to yellow, then to red, which is the slowest vibration of color, right? And then once it go to red, it burns out. And sometimes if it's not, if the star is not stabilized by certain groups of extraterrestrials who are responsible for this, these stars they supernova and explode, and pretty much cause a star holocaust, and pretty much destroy everything in a certain amount of light years, depending on how big the star is and how big the explosion is. Hey, shout out that boy James Jones Bay, man. Shout out that boy Care Bear. Hey, shout out Care Bear, man. You know what I'm saying? Care Bear in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out all my truckers, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out all my truckers on the road that's riding around. It says, oh yeah, I'm gonna get Rod back on, man, probably this week, probably Friday or sometime this week. I'm gonna get in touch with Rod tomorrow. Shout out all my truck drivers that's driving up late tonight, man. We're gonna do one for y'all too. We got something coming for y'all too, my truck driving guys. But as I was saying, this hologramic reality, because light, we're dealing with light. And we're dealing. I talked about the three different types of suns, right? They're going into the red phase, the blue phase, yellow phase, red phase. You got like the middle phase, like it's orange, which is a phase that our sun is in. Our sun is going red. So our sun, the sun that we are under the in this solar system, is older than the suns in Pleiades. Our sun is older than the suns in Orion. And inside that Sirius A, our sun is older than Sirius A. Now, but if you look in Orion star constellation, there's a star called Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is about to burn out. It's a red star. So that means that star is older than our star. But the other stars there are newer than that star. Right? The blue stars. So I'm thinking that, dang, how did they set this up to where it'll be our hologramic reality projecting from the Pleiades star system, projecting this whole star system here? And then in this three-dimensional realm, it's not hard to grasp. It's just a lot to grasp of how advanced certain technology is. So you can be inside of we could be inside of a TV movie. We could be in. It's like you imagine if you can walk, like turn your TV on and go inside one of those, like Martin Lawrence and one of them things, sitcoms you watch. You actually can walk in and then deal with these people. Well, these They put a movie out about this too. It was a group. It was a group of extraterrestrials who could do this, and they were reptilian. They had them dressed like the tall whites in this movie. They had them dressed like the tall whites, but they really were some type of interdimensional reptilians that can come into this side and go into that side. And they when they come into this side, they look like a shadow until they take a body. They walk around as a shadow, these reptilians, right? It's a higher level interdimensional reptilians. And they set up a base here. These shade shifting reptilians set up a base here, and they start monitoring the humans. And they would kidnap humans and put them in certain type of like these like, you know how you take a mouse and put them in like a maze, but they type of maze were like a mind maze where they had the humans doing different type of mind tests, testing the humans to see where they were at. And then they would question the humans, ask them different types of questions after they get through running a test on them. And and this ties into the drone thing, because people was wondering about AI. And these same reptilians is the guys that want to put the AI to take control of the planet, because they were trying to see how many humans, if the humans ready to take control of a planet. Is the humans worthy enough to take control of a planet, or should they still have parents over them? It's like this. We like 18 years old and we get ready to go out on our own and make our own money and pay our own bills. But being the type of parents that we got, they gonna want to check and make sure you straight and you good before you let you go. Now they feel like, oh, he need a little bit more hold in his hand, they gonna take another 30 years. Or it could be another 2,000 years, 2,100 years for humans to develop their DNA and their mental brain so they can get past 10% brain capacity. See, we supposed to have been at 40% brain capacity, but every time certain technology and certain information come out, the certain group of extraterrestrials, these reptilians, they muffle it. They muffle it to keep us at a certain intelligence. Because it's like this: would you want your food getting smarter than you? Like I said, if your chicken can talk, and you say if you had to wrangle your own chicken, the chicken that you go for Popeyes, you had to go wrangle it yourself. And before you wrong it, the chicken said, "Hey man, what the hell, man? Why you putting cook me, man? I got kids to feed, this and that." Would you still eat it? Would you eat a talking chicken? Funny story about a three-legged chicken. These guys selling these three-legged chickens, right? Funny story. Down in Texas, I used to live on this long dirt road, and it was this old man that lived on the dirt road that raised these chickens, and they run fast like road runners, like real fast. These chickens, they can run real fast. And every day we would get off work about 6 o'clock when the sun was going down. We would ride down that road going towards the house. And when we passing the dude form up, these chickens would run across the road like road runners. We thought they were road runners, right? To how fast they were running across the road, right? It was like, Dad, that old man he raising road runners over there, you know? So we thought at first. And then one day, I think it was about around this same time, we was finna get off, and we was gonna be off for like a week or two, because we worked in the oil field. We was gonna be out for like a week or two. And I take one day we stopped by there, and we said, man, he said we're gonna go over there and see what is this man raising road runners? What kind of bird that is he raising, right? So we stopped over there, and we pulled up, saw all the chickens out there, and we asked the man. We say, "Hey man, what kind of chicken is this? Like got 3 legs or whatever? What is this?" He said, "Oh, that's a chicken." And he said he said some kind of way they start spawning with 3 legs, these chickens. And he said, and they just been growing and getting bigger, and with these 3 legs, right? Check this out. And then so Mr. Mundell, he asked him. He said, "Have you ever tasted one? To see what it tastes like. Does it taste like chicken?" It's the chicken with 3 legs. They probably got a different taste. He said, the old man said, he said, nah, I ain't never taste one of them chickens, cause I can never catch one. He can never catch one of them chickens because they too damn fast. So the old man, that's why it was so many out there, because he never could catch them. And yeah, some 3-legged chickens, man, in Texas, man. I'm telling you what you eat now. I'm telling you, man. Some people don't eat nothing with a bone in it. But would you eat a talking chicken or a talking goat or a talking fish? So it's like this. Once you understand the extraterrestrials' language, and they not black, that no extraterrestrial call themselves black extraterrestrials. Nobody really call themselves black, but people in America, but Nubians in America. Yeah, that's sad. In the whole galaxy, somebody like, okay, so like, oh, is that black extraterrestrial? Yeah, the Nadjarus, that's what they call themselves. That's one group. The Rizqians, that's one group. The Andromedans, that's one group. The Greys really is a misnomer because the Greys don't call themselves the Greys. It's different groups. And if you call them a Grey, that's like calling them calling some Nubian brother the N-word. I'm telling you, man. They call themselves Rumardians, Markabians. They got different names. It's like 70 to 80 different races. And they all got their own nationality. And if you call them other than what they are, they probably pull out one of them laser pistols and blast you behind. Back to dust. Hey, you ain't heard what happened at the White House when the Markabian Grays pulled up. The Markabian Grays are the real galactical gangsters, man. We did a whole tape on it. So no, ain't no black. Where are the black extraterrestrials? Ain't no damn black extraterrestrials. They all got a nationality. They all got a name. Who they are. The term black don't even apply to a thing. Now, some people out here that say, man, how can you prove that these the Anunnakis and the Rizqians, all these beings, how can you prove they exist? I can prove they exist just by telling you about them. Because if they didn't exist, I couldn't tell you about them. How can I tell you about something that don't exist? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. How could I tell you about something that don't exist? And not only tell you about it, give you full detail of what the hell is going down. Man, see, what they don't know is this thing called the Akashic Records. Some people can access that shit. We don't need no tarot cards. You fooling yourself with them tarot cards. Right? You terrorizing yourself with them tarot cards. I see all y'all online with these tarot cards and don't even know what the hell that you terrorizing yourself and putting yourself in a terror dome when you using them cards. You don't need no cards, black brother, so-called black man. You got access to the Akashic records. All you gotta do is just and you in there and pull that shit down. You don't need no cards, no bones, none of that shit, crazy shit that they telling you. It sound good. It look all good. Man, just look at the word. Listen at the sound. Do people speak first or do they write first? And like I say, this is my perspective. Look, this is my perspective. So your perspective, you might say you might be cool with the cards. I ain't cool with the cards. That's my perspective. To my perspective, we don't need the cards if we got access to the Akashic records. Now, people might say, "Oh yeah, well, I'm using these cards to access the Akashic records." Nah, you using them cards to access Ashtar commands. What they call they dummy Akashic records, where they telling you a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm telling you, man, look, that's Ashtar command cards. That's why they own them. Them people, white folks on them cards. Ashtar command. And they going around terrorizing niggas with them cards and you people online thinking they doing something slick and don't know what the hell they doing with them cards. I'm telling you, man. It's just listen at this. Young L taking perspectives. So don't go ahead. If you use the cards, don't leave here and say, "Oh, I ain't fucking with the cards no more," because Young Elder said the cards are bad. No, don't do that. Don't take it like that. Because you your own God. Listen at this. You your own God. I ain't your God, right? You your own God within yourself. So if you feel like, oh, the cards is right for me, for you, right? Work them cards. But I'm telling you this: we ain't never need no cards because we got access to the Akashic records. I can sit there and look at a nigga long enough, listen to him talk, and pretty much almost tell him everything about himself just by listening, because I can use his tones and I can use his signature to because I'm an alchemist, so I can use his signature, which is his tone, to access his file in the Akashic records. Because all I need is you to sign right here, and I can get into your file. I can get your approval. And what's your signature? Your voice, your soul, your window, your eyes. I'm telling you, man. Shit, a lot of this shit might go over your head because it's late at night and niggas halfway asleep. So, but keep on playing with your cards and thinking that you owe somebody this and that, and got people really believing that shit. And that's just my opinion. You might say this, and they might say the same thing about what the UFO shit that we talk about. So it's all perspectives. So I'm saying, like, if you listening now, you deal with the cards. And you feel like, the cards, I like the cards. Yeah, deal with the cards, but keep in mind you can be terrorizing somebody with those cards if you don't know what you're doing. If you ain't act, we don't need the cards. We don't need no bones. I don't need to shake no bones up and throw them or none of that. Nigga, all I gotta do is say, breathe. All I gotta do is start breathing. And boom, I'm in the Akashic records. Close my eyes and breathe and meditate. And I'm in the Akashic records. I don't need to pull no card and say, she got a sword and it's a queen with a sword. And that means that, she's in love and she's gonna stab him up and she's gonna slit his throat. When she's a widow queen looking for somebody to slit. Yeah, I gotta go all that way to terrorize you. You know what I'm saying? And the only I'm gonna tell you this, and this another perspective on it. If you're dealing with people that are dealing with the cards, only trust the people that do it for free. If you're dealing with somebody with the cards and they're talking about they are psychic, right? Because you gotta listen to that word psychic. Psychic really means to trick a nigga, to trick you. So if you're dealing with somebody with the cards and they giving it to you they doing it for free, see that they could be sincere with it, but like I said, you still can get terrorized with those cards because it's called the terror cards. And they tried to make this the terror. Lucifer tried to make this because so them cards are dealing with Lucifer, Hela, and Iblis, right? Because he tried to make this the terror dome. The terror dome. No, Fat Joe them. And little do you know what a Fat Joe is all about. I'm telling you, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, if you're new to the channel and you want to help us out for Christmas, man, we're dropping the Cash App and the links. Also, as well, like I said, if you want, if you just want, if you don't want to get the 8 books, we got for the $40 donation to the Cash App. You just can send us something, like whatever you want to send us. Show us some love for the kids. All right, this is what I was talking about. If you're just not coming in, we're talking about where are the Black Extraterrestrials. Right, where the black ain't no Black Extraterrestrials. Nobody, no extraterrestrials call themselves black. They want to take this black thing all the way out of space. They've been promoting it so long. See, look, they want to keep it on us everywhere we go, right? So we say, well, we ain't black, we African. So they took black to Africa, and now they got niggas and some people that went crazy in Africa calling themselves black people. Some people ain't lost their mind. They saying, hell no, we ain't going for that. They got to be crazy thinking we gonna buy that black thing, right? And then niggas say, you know what, we ain't African, we ain't Native Americans. But then they say, oh nah, you black. They gotta keep us black, right? Just like Kodak black. Right? They put Kodak, they made sure he put black on his name so they can keep that black on us. Then we say, you know what? White folks don't want to give us none of our land back. Man, we get the hell out of here. This ain't even, we ain't even worried about this planet no more. We'll go build us our own planet. And then we go say that, they say, well, you black. If you go out there, you're gonna be a black extraterrestrial. Right? They want to hold that black on us. We can't even get out of space before they blackball us before we get out of space. I'm telling you, man. So there's no such thing as black extraterrestrials. For the people that saying, oh, there was no such thing as black. Yeah, you're right. There ain't no such thing as black extraterrestrials because everybody got a damn name. They call themselves Nadjarus or Netarus. They call themselves Anunnakis, which is really a title for different species. But they call themselves Rizqians. They call themselves Jomonians or Terus. They call themselves Centaurians. They call themselves Rajalians or Proconians or Nirvanians. Everybody got a name. Nobody call themselves black, even though they might have a skin tone of a dark that would fit the description of what they talking about as black. Because you got dark skinned Hindus. A lot of them came here that was green, really. A lot of them was green. Most of the Anunnakis was green. Most of the reptilians were green. Most of everybody was green. So what that tell you? Most everybody had green skin tone. And then some people don't even got skin. When you go to a higher dimensions, they just pure fire, pure light beings. So that ought to tell you that the black and white game is the racism game is all it was. That's low level game. If once you get out of this realm, you don't even got skin. So that'll tell you that racism was some kind of game played by some demonic energy to turn white against black because of the color. And that's why Martin Luther King got shot. That's another reason why he got shot, because he made statements like, judge a man not by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. He made statements like that. So they said, oh yeah, they even wrote that shit down and put it in their little journals and shit. I'm telling you, man. And then they whacked him. Because he could have been the Messiah, they think. Right? And they got the looking glass. That's the killer. And they got the looking glass. That killer can't see shit. They got the looking glass at the 32nd degree house of Freemasons. The George Washington spot in Washington. These 32nd degree guys got a thing called a looking glass, where they can look into the future a couple minutes. Well, supposedly they can look pretty far, but we heard that they only can look 10 minutes. And they using that to try to stay ahead of us. And look, once I bumped him for his feds, right? One of them came to me, these killer clowns, and I bumped him for his feds. When I bumped him for his feds, they then came back again and they sent me an invitation. I got the invitation and everything. I showed it to people on the tape, right? And then they when I asked them, when they gave me the invitation to come join the killer clowns, I said, what would be the benefits of joining in? They said, we'll get you in, we'll take you right up to the top. You don't got to go through nothing that everybody else got to go through. And we'll bring you right in, man. We'll give you washer materials. You have your own pizza spots and all this. And he said, you'll live in a cashless society. And I said, a cashless society? What do you mean by that? He said, oh yeah, we don't use money. The killer clowns don't use money to buy nothing. They use forms. These guys use 1040s and they, when they go get a truck at the dealership, they assign a form and give it to the dealership, and boom, they ride out with the keys to a car. They don't even use no cash to buy nothing. When they want money from the bank, they just fill out a form and they go get the bank, give them the money, and they just go, what are they gonna do with it? These guys really live in a cashless society. These killer clowns. They know about the mounds, but they're a whole bunch of clowns. I'm telling you, man. And they really killer clowns from outer space in 3D. Right? Killer clowns from outer space in 3D. These what these guys really are. And they say you will live in a cashless society. Once we teach you what we know, and once we give you the secret, you will be able to use, we only use forms. We don't use money. Money is like petty cash. They call it petty cash. That's what they call money, petty cash. Yeah, petty cash. And nigga, 50,000 ain't petty cash. You know what I'm saying? $50,000 ain't no god. That's what they call petty cash. $50,000 ain't no goddamn petty cash to a guy that don't got but 10 to 15 to his name, and he trying to got to put that in the gas tank to make it to work. Yeah, that's what they say. 50,000 is petty cash because to get into when you go in there, they say you got to make a $50,000 petty cash donation. They call it a charitable donation. That's the word they use. I'm telling you, man. And then look, the day before I was finna say take the deal, Baba came to me in a dream. And he said, "Don't go," and he showed me how they was gonna try to. He said they'll try to kill me, right? So he said, "Don't go." So I never went, and I never heard from him again. Except I heard from him again when I was being followed for a little while, but then they stopped following me after it's a long story on that. They stopped following me after some other guys showed up and told them to stop following me, right? But these guys don't need no money, and they spot. Now I know why they set up their retreats and they had they rituals and they ceremonies and they annual meetings in Florida. I know why they have it in Florida now, because that's what these guys, they know the secret about us being ancient Egyptians. They know the secret about this being the ancient land. They know all it. These guys, that's what they know. And like I say, the benefits when they get up there, they live in a cashless society. These guys, if you knew what they knew, you could just go fill out a form at the dealership and walk out with a brand new car, man, and then pay shit. And because we really don't supposed to be paying for nothing anyway. That's what they ain't telling us. We don't really supposed to be paying for nothing anyway. We're supposed to get your house. Soon as you go sign up and get money from the bank to get a house and get a mortgage, that mortgage is already paid off. And they put you into what they call a dead pledge. Go look up dead pledge. I'm telling you, man. So those houses are already paid off. When you go buy a car, the car is already paid off. When you sign a deal and everything go through, the car is paid off, and they put you into a dead pledge called a car note. Same thing as a mortgage, where you got to pay 5 years, $800 a month. But when the car is already paid off, all you got to do is fill out a certain type of form that these guys, they know about the form, they fill it out a certain way, and boom, they get their car and don't pay shit. And if they do so happen to collect some money, and because they really don't need cash, these guys, but they do collect some money and put it in the bank, say they put $10 in that bank. At the end of the year, they go fill out a form like a 1040B or something was called, and then they get $100 off that $10. Because I was wondering, look, with a long time ago, I knew this guy that was in it, that he became a killer clown, right? And he used to play around, and he said we know how to turn $10 into 100. And I was like, man, I was thinking the whole time it got to be some magical trick. He said we know how to fold. That's what he used to say. He said we know how to fold $10 and turn it into 100. That's what he used to say. And the whole time I was thinking it was some kind of magical trick, because these niggas look like wizards. I was thinking they were wizards. They wear gloves. They wear top hats and shit. They wearing our magician hat, which is the fez, right? Our crown. So I'm thinking these niggas are magicians. So I'm thinking that they folding it some kind of way, because my dad used to be able to fold money some kind of way and make it look like $100, and then he used to get over on people on that, right, in the streets. How he used to fold the money and make it look like a certain type of bill, right? So I'm thinking they was doing some magic trick like that. Nah, what he meant is that once they put that $10 in the bank, they can get $100 on that $10. I'm filling out this form. So at the end of every year, say if he got 100,000 in there, at the end of every year, he go collect $1 million every year on that 100. These guys, these killer clowns, they know how to do these forms. See, once you understand the tax game and them forms and the IRS forms, they know these IRS forms. They can just fill it out because they know everything really already bought and paid for by the government. When they bring it over here, especially when they put it onto the lot, or when they bring it over here, it's already paid for. All you gotta do is know the paperwork to fill out for the government to pay for it. And that's what they ain't been telling us. The whole time they making us pay. I'm telling you, man. So if you're coming in, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Ain't no black extraterrestrials, man. You hear what I'm telling you? Everybody's got a birthright. They say, oh, I'm Nadjaru, or I'm this, or I'm that. But if you come down to America and you ask, hey, brother, what are you? Oh, I'm black. You black? From where? Oh, I'm black from 52nd Street in Hoover. Oh, I'm this today. Oh, I'm an Israelite. Oh, I'm this. Right? Smash that like though. Yeah, for real. Smash that like though, cuz. Yeah, so at this point, people wondering when we're gonna see some black extraterrestrials. Nigga, you are the black extraterrestrials. That's why they monitor you. That's why they call all the operations they run against you black ops. You know what I'm saying? Black ops. Black ops this, black ops, black ops. Why is it gotta be black ops? Because they talking about us. And we did a tape about the drones, because people were wondering about the drones. Go check out that drone tape we put out. Now I say this. Say if we was all as families sitting in a room, and mentally, we could agree as black people. Mentally, we could agree as black people, being the type of situation they put us in, of how they treating us, right? The treatment that we get. We can agree on that level. But as far as who we are not blacks. We're not black people, man. And it's no way we need to honor our ancestors. We need to honor, shout out FaZe. FaZe going live too. I saw my girl told me FaZe is going live too on his Instagram, I think. So shout out FaZe 1, right? But it's no way at this point that we can not honor the ancestors and let them continuously perpetuate this black thing on us. Black history, because Black History Month about to come up. There's no way that, and shout out FaZe. FaZe got the F Black History Month, right? It's got like 300 and some thousand now, right? So it's no way, but there's no way we can keep perpetuating this black thing. And when our ancestors didn't even let that happen, our ancestors would rather die than get their birthright stolen for somebody to tell them who they not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that part. They trying to promote this all the way out of space. They trying to label even extraterrestrials who got a name black, so it'll keep us in the same state. When we say, oh, black extraterrestrials, that'll keep us in this same label black thing. And that's mainly where we at. There's no such thing as black extraterrestrials. Everybody's got a birthright. They say, oh, I'm Nadjaru. Oh, I'm Centaurian. Oh, I'm a Syrian from Cyrus. Oh, I'm an Andromedan. And like I say, gray will be in the same. Gray is another color. Gray is another crayon. Because they want to call these grays. All the grays gray. And not all of them got gray skin tone, for that matter. Because the Markabians got more of a reddish skin tone. And some of them got more of a pale, pasty skin tone. Some of them got whitish, grayish skin tone. Not all of them are gray. And just like not all so-called black people are black. Some people got brownish, light skin, because we range from light skinned all the way to jet black. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that part. We can't let them continuously perpetuate this Black Friday. You know what Black Friday was? Right? We don't want to mess up the algorithm. But this, black that, Black Extraterrestrial, ain't no such thing. Ain't no such thing. Yeah, we gotta stop saying that, man. We gotta stop promoting it. So that the generation that coming after us, they are totally disregard that as being as related to us. Because they really, if you think about it, they didn't really made it bad. You got black ball, black male, right? What does black male mean? Right? No, that's like a subliminal message. Black male is saying, no, a Nubian brother, but then it's saying he got set up. That's like, man, you got to understand that these guys are alchemists. These killer clowns, they alchemists, and they set up your alphabet because they the alphabet boys. Keep in mind, they the alphabet boys, and they set up the alphabet, and alphabet is really dealing with alchemy. And these guys, you know what I'm saying, put out the things like black male, yeah, black Christian codes. You know about it. Shout out my baby kids. You know about it, Yosef. Shout out my baby kids in the building, man. All my baby kids. Hey, but they perpetuate this black onto us, and they hoping that we never say, you know what I'm saying, hold on, man. Black is an adjective, cuz. Ain't no black extraterrestrials. Ain't no white extraterrestrials. Black and white is the Piscean paradigm that should have been gone out already. We in the Aquarian Age, the man with the bucket of water, where the information is flowing out. And anybody with any kind of simple education can look up in the dictionary and see that the word black is an adjective. Now, like I was saying, people saying you can't prove that those extraterrestrials exist. Like I said, if they didn't exist, I couldn't tell you about them. And then I might say to you, then think of something that don't exist. And then I think I said FaZe gave me the best answer, right? I think FaZe said yabba dabba do or something like that to that nature, right? And I said, what's that? And he said nothing, right? And I said to him, well, I don't know if I said it to him, but I thought to myself that no thing is still a thing. No thing is still a thing. So that means that it's still something. I'm telling you, man. So it's like that part. Yeah, but the carbon, you could say we carbon beings. I heard that we carbon beings, right? Because of the carbon in our skin and in our blood. The melanin is really liquid carbon, right? That's what Dr. Sebi called it. Dr. Sebi called melanin. He didn't even like the word melanin. Dr. Sebi didn't even like the word melanin. He said it's liquid carbon, right? And we are elements. We are the L's, the elements, L's, the mental, L's mental, God's mental, the supreme beings, right? You hear? Element. And they are the government to govern the elements. See, look, you know what a governor is, right? A governor is something that holds, slow you down. So they say they govern the mental. That means that they put a governor on school buses to keep them from going over 65 miles an hour. They used to, and I don't think they putting the governors on the U-Hauls no more, but they used to put them on the U-Hauls where the U-Hauls didn't go over 60 miles an hour. So they pretty much was capping them off. Just like when they give you where you think you go to college and get you a degree, and they put a cap and gown on you, rocking your behind to sleep. Right? They put a cap and a gown on you because they capping you off, closing you off. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas think once they went to college and got a doctor's degree, they out know all what they need to know, and they don't need to know nothing else. And so they go to cap, nigga, and cap your ass off, and we're gonna put this gown on you because we're gonna rock your behind to sleep when you graduate. So the govern the mental, and we are element, right? We L's mental, so they're here to slow down the elements. I'm telling you, man, the governor here is to stop the elements, and we are those elements. We are the liquid gas. That's what we are. We really liquid gas. God is gas. If the black man is God, right? They say we black, right? if the Nubian man is God and God is gas, then the Nubian man must be gas. Nine ether gas. How Doc put it. We nine ether gas. That's what we are. And that's why they want to try to slow us down and take us out, because we breathing too much. We starting the gas that we breathing now in this new sun cycle is poisonous to them. Yeah, it's poisonous. We starting to breathe a higher octane, oxygen 9. It's called oxygen 9. Oxygen 9, we starting to breathe, release a higher octane, and it's starting to mess with them, and it's poisonous to them. And so now they got to go underground and get the hell away from us. And then they wearing breathing masks and shit now. I'm telling you. And that's why they know this. They know that if the air is getting hotter because of you. You breathing hotter air out. Not just the cause of combustion engines. You, Nubian man, you are heating up like with the sun, and you breathing out a hotter air, and the whole planet is heating up, and its winters are getting shorter because of you, Nubian man. Black extraterrestrials, what they trying to, because they won't let us go nowhere without putting black on us first, without blacking us, without blackballing us. We can't even get out of space without being blackballed first. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, that's who these guys are. Who the hell are these guys? You know what I'm saying? They want to blackball us everywhere we go. I'm telling you, man. You can't go nowhere without being blackballed first by these guys. Oh, y'all want to go out of space? Oh, well, you got to be some black extraterrestrials if you go out of space. Don't forget now. You're black extraterrestrials if you go out of space. Oh, you niggas want to go over to Africa? Well, you'll be black Africans. Make sure you black now. Oh, you niggas want to go to China? Oh, you'll be black Chinese. Blackanese. I got one for you. Blackanese. You niggas will be blackanese. We got to be black. They got to put black on it, man. I'm telling you. You can't do nothing without them blackballing and blacking you out. Black opping you. Just so the air we breathing out now is poisonous to them because we're heating up with that sun. And that's why they want to keep us inside. That's why they want to C-19 us and keep us inside. Right? They want to keep us from going and being in the sun. And because the more we go in the sun, we're going to start to align with that sun, and we're going to heat up with that sun, and boom. What happens? They got to get the hell on and go back underground like they already doing. They already know it's really inevitable. It's happening anyway. Because the children is doing it. The children are begging, man, I want to go outside now. That wave that came in from 2000 to 2000, and I think it was 2015. That way they want to stay inside, and then most of them overweight now. Sitting there want to sit there and play the game, they overweight. Most of the 2015, but after 15, a new wave of babies came in. They say, "No, man, we ain't really into the game like that. We like the game, but I want to go outside and run around, man, and dig in the dirt and throw dirt on them, play with dirt." Tell you, man, these young kids, they want to go outside and run around. They cry and get mad if you don't want to let them go out and connect with that sun. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that part. We're breathing a toxic air to them now. And they got to get the hell on. or they got to make us get the hell on. And like Mark Brady used to say, they got two different cans on the shelf. They got a can called Get Gone, right? Or they got three different cans. They got 3 cans. They got a can called Get Gone. They got a can called Get Right, because you can get a can of Get Right, or you can get a can of Get Gone. Or you can get this other can they got called a can of Whoop Ass, right? And you can get 2 cans of Whoop Ass for fucking with me. You can buy one, get one free. Matter of fact, right? You can buy a can of Whoop Ass and get one. We'll throw in an extra one for free for fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how Mark Brady used to say it. And on that note, we about to get up out of here. Why? Because and we gonna win this war. Why? Because we can dance and they can't. Wadu.